So in this video today, you guys going to see how I'm repotting this beautiful plant howl. It's finally in good shape, so I can add it to soil. This is my Patriciae, it's huge. You're going to see my Monstera obliqua Peru, which is very rare, and you'll see another plant that is supposedly harder to find than obliqua Peru. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe, comment, like, share, whatever your heart feels like, and I'll see you in the video. Hello guys, so today I'm going to be repotting and adding to soil some of my latest plants, my latest purchases. I also got here some cuttings that are rooted and I forgot what they were. And I want to say that this is a Patricae because it kind of looks like that. It looks like another plant I have. I'm not sure, so I'll have to wait a little bit for it to grow and check out what it is. And we'll start with my Monstera Dansoni mint. I got these plants and I'm like very proud and excited at them. Like they look very minty and very nice. They have nice variegation and it's going through the whole stem. And in this case, I see they cut a piece of it and then this is kind of doing not well. So I want to cut it down here and try to root other pieces of the plant. So with clean scissors, we have here, we're gonna leave that. With clean scissors, I will cut about here. So I cut a wet stick. Now I have, and I'll have to propagate it. I want to have it in water so it can root for me and grow it from there. So next is another Monstera Dansoni mint. It has more white. This one has more, it's larger in leaves too, and it's more into white. The other one is more yellowish, and this is more white. Oh, he gave me a new leaf here and something white on it, and I want to see what's that. Okay, those are not mealybugs. That's what I'm scared of the most. So what I'm planning to do with these two plants, I want to combine them in one. So I'll be using a larger pot, the one that has drainage inside, and I'll be adding my aroid mix to it, and then I'll give it support and I'll put the plants together inside it. So I have the cocoa coir stick, so I would have it here, my guess, and I'll have the plants around it. And let's see how that's gonna roll. So let me see what's inside. You can see that it's attached to support, not in the best way, but we're gonna free it and work ourselves from there. That's why I don't like these ties, because before you untie it, it's very hard. Okay, so this is my plant. Wow, this is interesting. And I'm gonna have to release it from its container. I want it to be an aroid mix and not in just, oh, I see it. Its roots overgrew, so it's hard for the plant to be released from the container. But I can tell you that this Monstera looks absolutely gorgeous. It is gorgeous and it's very well rooted. It has lots of roots. So I'm going to actually just clean it a little bit. I would prefer it to be more in aroid mix than this dense soil mix. The soil is very well. I might be even willing to maybe mix with my aroid mix. And the roots are gorgeous. The roots on these plants are gorgeous. Overgrown too. But so I don't want to disturb the roots a lot, but I'm gonna free it just a little bit from all this density. That way I can shape the roots according to my container so they can fit in there and stay healthy. So this is how it's gonna be. So this is how it's gonna be one part of it, and then I'll put the other part on the back and add more soil to it. This is a messy job, but it's a very nice job. I was talking today to my husband, but I would love to have a job where I can actually do this for a living, just play with my plants. But it takes a lot of work to have a nursery, and you never know how it's going to turn out. And you can see how overgrown this plant is. It did need to be repotted, cleaned and repotted. So same here. I'm going to free it a little bit. I'm going to let it breathe because it was for so long in this enclosed environment for her roots. I want them to be able to actually go and be free. And also I want to be able to shape it so I can put it inside my container. And for that reason, I need to release it a little bit. And then I'm going to add it to this side. And I just need to make sure I can actually fit them like this. So I need to figure out how. Just take them to my hole. So it's going to be like this. Okay. Yeah. So this is going to be a good way to do it. So I would like to just pin it to my moss bowl. And I don't know how to do this plant. Actually has 3 ways. Like I could have cut it and make another plant out of it. Because it has, from one stem, it grew another one. Looking very sharp. So I'm going to add my aroid mix. Oops. And give it later some water. And let it fry. Well, it's gonna take a little bit of time because it actually, the plants are stressed when we actually repot them. And you want to knock on the pots to make sure that all the air holes are actually covered. And then you want to secure your plant with some of the Velcro. And now let's try and secure the plant to the moss bowl. And I want to be careful because I don't want to hurt the aerial roots or hurt the plant in any way. Actually, I want the plant to thrive, to be comfortable, and to have the feeling that it's actually climbing on something. That way it can give us more leaves and larger leaves. These plants like to live on the host. They like to actually climb. Now that I'm thinking, I'd like it to go that way. But for now, I'll leave it in peace. Oh, sorry. I'd like it to have more cover the top. And here is my Monstera Adansoni mint. the plant that it's like so beautiful. I'm like so lucky to find it. And I love how, yeah, actually the first like one is side is wider and the other one goes more minty. So plant number one is happy. Oh, I missed a spot for my plant number one, so it might not be so happy. So sometimes you have to look a couple of times at the plant to see if you didn't miss a spot. And I did miss a spot with my Monstera Dansoni. And since I started with Monsteras, I'm gonna continue with my Monstera Yasuni and my Monstera Obliqua, both are Obliqua. One's Obliqua Peru and one's Obliqua Masuni. No, not Masuni, Yasuni. And I'll continue with two Monsteras. And let me have my moss pole going. And let's take care of our, first I'll do the Yasuni. So same, I'm gonna use my arid mix, which is cocoa coir, orchid bark. It's and other ingredients to help the plant get vitamins and everything it needs. I really love the health of this plant. It looks amazing. And I'm going to figure out how I want it inside, because I want it to grow nicely and steady. Okay, that looks good to me. And let me I'll secure it first to the pole. Like that. I want it like this. I'll secure it, and then we'll just add the rest of the potting mix, and we'll be moving on to the next plant. I actually plan to do it very fast. I didn't plan to make a movie. I mean a video for my YouTube channel. I wanted to do it fast, but I got some free time and I was like, okay, let me do it. Let me take care of it. And show you guys how beautiful these plants look like. They say that Monstera Yasuni it's more rare. It's rarer than the Obliqua Peru. So I guess I'm glad to know that I have the rare plants. I've been talking yesterday to my husband, no, not yesterday, today in the morning, about the Spiritus Sancti. We were looking through the Google, why is it named that way and everything, and it keeps saying that it's so rare that I really regret not buying it when I saw it in Las Vegas. But then again, I wouldn't be able to actually bring it home. I would have to ship it, and not necessarily that would be a good experience for the plant. We already shipped plants and they suffered. The shipping wasn't the best. So this is my beautiful Monstera Yasuni, and it has a new leaf and it's already giving another leaf, and I think I'm gonna have to actually add to it some other type of moss pole because it seems to be pretty fast grower. So this is Monstera Obliqua Yasuni. Welcome to my house. I'm like really excited to have all these beautiful plants. And you remember how I got my last video I was showing how I got my Monstera Obliqua and how it was like really dead, and now it has like probably 4 days since I got it and it started to look better. So I'm going to repot it. It's because the roots are very healthy. The plant didn't do very well, but the roots are very healthy, and I want to give it the ability to actually grow and there are leaves that I want to take out, like this one. I don't want to rip them, I'm going to cut them because they seem to, they might be giving other shoots from them. I'm just gonna cut what's not in the best shape, and I'm not cutting very close to the stem, because very close to the main stems, because I don't want the plant to get sick or anything. So I'm like doing it farther away from the main stem. And what do I do? I'll keep the rest for now. I'm going to keep the rest. You can see that the roots are really, really long and really, really healthy. I really love it, and I think it's gonna do just fine. For now, it just, maybe I would have also, I'll put it later on a moss pole as well, because I feel like it's gonna need, I actually gonna go get a moss pole. It is such a huge rain, like the rain is crazy outside. So glad I'm inside and it's warm here. So I went and got another moss pole for my Monstera because I didn't notice before, but right now I'm noticing that it's trying to trail, and I don't want it to get the feeling that it doesn't have what to climb on. So sometimes these things don't want to open the right way, and then you have to just go around them. Sorry, by the way, because it might be noisy, a lot more noisy in the camera than in reality when you open all these things. Okay, so so here's my moss pole, and now where is my plant here? So this is going to be trailing here. Like that. Let me see, because it has a couple of them that's trying, like actually more than a couple, are trying to go up. Okay, we'll do it like this. I'll have it like this and like this. These two will be holding the plant. So yeah, I want to secure it again, and let's go. Let's see, girl, there's nothing to worry about. I'll take care of you. Like this, like right here. I'm like so happy it revived itself. I was thinking the other night that, is it going to make it, or is I'm going to lose it? And I'm just super happy that it actually started to feel better. My whole plant started to feel better. So having all these rare plants, it's like, I don't know, it's like an addiction. My husband was asking me, why do I need all these plants? Like he's like, you have a ton of plants. You can stop now. You can have just take care of them and grow them big, and, you know, be proud of yourself that you made them succeed and grow. And for me, it's like, oh my God, can I have one more plant? And we went today to a nursery, and I saw an anthurium that I really wanted. It's the quilted hearts, and I really want that anthurium. But then I'm like, right now I am so motivated to actually get a Spiritus Sancti that I'm really holding on buying any type of plants. I think this was my last haul for a while, but today I forgot. I got another plant this weekend, but I'm trying to make it the last haul so I can save money for my Spiritus Sancti, and I'm really excited. So this is the Obliqua Peru. You can see how it looks like, and I'll be honest with you, it really looks like my other one, the one that I have, and I don't know, I'll wait for it to grow and see what it turns out to be. So I'm done with my monsteras. I got 3 monsteras. I'm done with them. And now I'll be taking care. Okay, let's take care of this guy. So this is my wizard. I showed it to you recently in my shorts. And I'm working on finding out what's the difference between the princess, the white princess, white knight, and white wizard. So this is my white wizard. It's a baby plant. I just, oh my God. Oh, I really hope it actually is going to survive because this doesn't look good at all. Oh my God. The roots don't look good at all. Oh, my poor plant. Oh my gosh. The roots really look bad. And I don't like that. I just want to make sure that there was, okay, there was no root rot. There is no roots um, inside the medium it was in. There are no roots, so this is not root rot, so that's good, and it has new growth. So I don't know, maybe it's okay. I'm really hoping it's okay. You hear me, buddy? I hope you are okay. Okay, gently around the plant. Now let's put it in this other side. And then this plant is 2 plants. It gave a shoot, but I'm not gonna touch it at the moment. I'll separate them once plant is larger. I'm actually very nervous. After I saw the roots, I'm very nervous about the plant. I didn't expect it to have such small roots. The other plants were having larger roots, and I really hope it doesn't hurt. That it's gonna survive. Okay? Okay, wizard, please survive. So this is my white wizard, and I'm uploading right now a video. We went to a nursery. Oh my God, their white wizard was stunning. He was stunning. I like right now. I would go just get it, but I want Spiritus Sancti, and I have to just say thank you for the plants I have and wait on my Spiritus Sancti. So the other plant. Oh, and I think I'm gonna need another bigger pot for another plant, but for now, I'm going to use this for and this is, let me see, Philodendron patriciae, or maybe patriquae, I don't know. I didn't check the invoice to see what's the name, but this is this huge, beautiful girl. This is a huge plant. Really looks really good. The new leaf suffered, but I know that it suffered because all these plants have very gentle new leaves, and they can, from anything that touches them, they can actually be hurt. So I believe that because of the shipping, that was, I'm sorry, that was what actually hurt it. Oh, too tall, just too tall, and it needs support. So I'm gonna go ahead and get another. I'm gonna go ahead and get another moss bowl for this lady here. I don't know how to put it. I don't want to hurt it. Okay, be right back. So I got my moss pole and I'll be situating it here. It's gonna be hard at first. The plant is very tall and I want to make sure that I'm placing in a way it's not going to hurt my plant. And this is gonna be the way I'm going to attach it. So here's another touch. It has so many aerial roots that I'm afraid to actually hurt the plant. They need to be cleaned, but I don't want to accidentally hurt my plant right now since it kind of just came in and I'm repotting it right now and I don't want it to be hurt. So that's how we're gonna have it. This is just beautiful, a beautiful plant. I have no words to describe how beautiful this plant is. Like really, really amazing. The leaves are so huge. The contrast between the leaves veins and the leaf color is just amazing. I remember seeing someone watering it. I watered this plant because I saw on someone's YouTube, and I thought her plant was huge, and she ordered like a small one, and it looked so huge to me. And I went ahead and ordered a medium one. I wanted the largest one, but I really at the moment wanted to get one more plant, which right now is dying on me, or it's not doing well. But so I got just this one, but I'm planning to actually, after I get my Spiritus Sancti, I'm planning to actually get a larger version of this plant. Oh my god, it's so heavy that it pulls the moss pole down. Okay, I'll have to ask my husband to have something special for this plant because it's very heavy and it pulls my moss pole and I don't want it to break. But tell me, doesn't this look gorgeous? This is like the most amazing plant. It's like the new leaf. It's like huge. It's so pretty. I'm just in love. I'm in love with my plant and oh gosh, I wish you guys can see it from right here. Very close. So beautiful. I don't know where I'm gonna put all these plants. I need to, like my husband and I were having a theme right now. We're trying to fix my room, but it's always something new. Something happens and I don't get to fix my room. So next one is gonna be my baby plants. I want to really quick help them. I have no idea what plants they are. I know that I had several plants dying, so I took just the wet sticks because I wanted to save them. So the wet sticks gave me roots and gave me these leaves, but I didn't write down what happened, who was this, what type of plant was that. So I'll have to wait until they grow a little more so I can actually um, figure out what type of plants are these. And this might not be very soon because all these plants, they look alike when they are young. And I'm trying to remember which plant recently I did these notes for, and this will be my mystery plants. And I'll just have to wait for them to grow and show some more signs of what type of plants they are. I truly believe that this is a Patris Caillou or something along that, because this looks just gorgeous. And I'll have to go and look for my plants to see which of my plants have this pattern. But it did very well. It actually did very well. I love it. I love it how it pushed many leaves, and it was rather fast. Like it was very fast. The process was very fast for this plant. So sometimes I would go for my plants and I would see that, okay, this plant is not doing well. And I try, and I'm like, no, it's not doing well. So to secure myself, I am taking always a cut of the plant. So I have something if the main part dies. And many times I would have them upstairs and I would have them in water and think, okay, I will remember. And then I have to cook dinner or do whatever. And I never remember what cut I got. And I need to learn from that. And I don't learn from that apparently. So my next plant is going to be my Magnificum. And where I put it? Oh, here. And I'll be planting it here. My Magnificum looks amazing. The roots on my Magnificum are like, whew, bomb. So pretty. These are just like this. Are you ready? Look at this. These are just amazing roots. I'm like telling you, this is okay, too much. Okay, let me get rid of some. Okay, now we're good. Just don't want to have the roots on bare plastic. I'm gonna have it here. We probably will try to get rid of this one. This is yellowed, so I have to get rid. But this Magnificum looks magnificent. I love it. I love all these sorts of plants. They seem to be very sturdy actually. All of the plants that I ordered like this, they are doing good. The smaller versions though didn't survive. Like I got the starter plants and they didn't survive. But right now I found a new starter company. They have starter plants and I'm talking about them in my Etsy review account video, and I really love their starter plants. So I'm thinking to see what type of anthuriums they have there, because these plants are fun. These are fun plants. I love them. Oh my God, this makes my heart so happy. Very happy. So this is my Magnificum, and it looks magnificent. Okay, so I don't know what to do with my begonia. It doesn't look very well. It looks sad. One of them looks better, but I don't think I grabbed the right thing to repot it, so I'm gonna leave it alone for now. And this begonia, it's not doing well. Actually, not doing well. I'll keep it more in water to see, just to see what it's doing for right now, because it's still not in the best shape. This one saddens my heart. Do you hear me? You sadden my heart. And this is a Philodendron heterocraspidon. It was very beautiful, very sturdy. Out of all my plants, I didn't thought this one is gonna do this to me. So the plant is doing bad. Like the plant is doing bad. You can see that I lost several leaves, and that the leaves that are left are not in the best condition. And my new leaf, it's actually in a very bad condition. So what I'm thinking to actually do, I don't like how it looks right here. So what I'm thinking to actually do is to, let me see, how would I do this correctly? So I'm going to actually, I don't know how to do this correctly. So I'm going to cut this right here and put it in water. Oh, good luck cutting it, actually. And I'll put this in soil, and I'll just check it out. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. If I lose this plant, I lost the plant. But if it survives, then it survives. I just don't like how it looks, and I'm afraid that the small piece of plant I have on top is going to get lost because of how these roots look like. I just don't like how it looks like. So I'm going to have it kind of laying up like this. I have one of the plants that was dying, and I just put the wet stick like this on top of the soil, and now I have 3 baby leaves coming out. So I'm excited about that. Let's put it this way. Okay, this is how we're gonna do it. Yes, this is how I want it. Okay, and we'll hope for the best for this plant. I really hope for the best. I just don't want it. I don't want it fully in the soil. I want it to stay on top like this. So this is gonna be my. I need to add to this some names. And this is going to go in the water. I want to put it and try to root it in the water. Oh gosh, I almost hurt it. So I'm not sure actually how I want to do it yet. Just really sorry. I guess I'm gonna just put it in a small container and see what's gonna be. So that's it. I think I will replot my begonias later. Let me clean up and I'll show you all the plants. So I cleaned my station. So here I placed my beautiful plant cutting in water, and I have my Monstera Donsoni mint in the water, my cuttings. So what did we pot today? So we tried to save the Philodendron heterocrospedon. So I did repot it, but I put it, not the whole thing in the soil, just the roots. And here is the other part of the plant in the water. I'm trying to root it and save it. These are the baby plants that I have no idea who they are, but they are so pretty. And we're saving them as well. And this is what I think is a Patriciae Philodendron. It's very pretty. And I learned that I need to write down actually what plants I have. This is my Monstera mint. A gorgeous plant. I'm like very happy to own it. And then next one was my Monstera obliqua Yasumi, which is supposed to be even more harder to find than the obliqua Peru. So I'm not sure, but I'm happy I have it. And I need to figure out how to make these moss poles not moving. I need to glue them, I guess. And then I have the obliqua Peru here, and I'm very excited to actually have it. And I'm excited that it actually revived, because for 3 days it was staying dead, and I was like really, really sad. I thought I lost it. And here's our white wizard, Philodendron white wizard, and I think it's gonna be a good thing to write a name tag for it, since I don't want it to be lost. And I'm so worried about this plant because it has small roots. It has growth, but it has small roots, and I'm just worried. So here is the name tag, and I'm gonna put it here so I don't have questions. And 2 more plants. I have my Magnificum, which is absolutely magnificum. You can see, look at this. If you touch this leaf, it's amazing. Oh, it feels so good. Just an amazing, amazing plant. Just try it. It's like, oh God, it's very pretty. All all the leaves are pretty. I'm like so in love with this plant. And my last but not least, and the beautiful, beautiful, oh, this is, oh, and this is my huge, huge philodendron wait, uh, Patriciae, I think. I don't know how to pronounce, and their letters are not printed very well. So I don't know, I might be saying it all over wrong all the time, but this is my huge plant. So I'm gonna water them, and I'm so glad you joined me. I hope you enjoyed it too. Beautiful plants. I'm very proud of them. Please subscribe, and thank you.